하이힐. 힐링이 필요할 때 힐피입니다. 오늘 해볼 게임은 암이라는 이름을 가진 드래곤이라는 게임입니다. 배경에서는 개발자인 라이언 그린과 에이미 그린 사이의 셋째 아들인 조엘이 2010년 11월 생후 12개월 만에 부정형 유기형 간종양으로 진단된 이후의 경험에서 비롯된 게임입니다. 의사들은 최초 진단에서 조엘은 종양으로 인하여 4개월밖에 살지 못할 것이라고 진단하였고 7개의 종양이 더 생겨남에도 조엘은 4년이란 기간을 더 살았습니다. 하지만 고통스러운 치료로 인하여 정신적인 성장이 둔화되어서 2살이 되어도 말하지 못했고 부모님의 추가적인 도움 없이는 제대로 생활할 수 없었을 뿐더러 병원에 지속적으로 다니면서 영유아에게는 힘든 물리적 화학적 치료를 받았습니다. 2014년 초에 조엘의 증상이 악화되어 조엘의 가족들은 새로운 화학 치료를 위하여 콜로라도의 샌프란시스코에 이주하였어요. 하지만 새로운 화학 치료는 아무런 효과도 보지 못했고 부모는 호스피스 처분에 동의하면서 2014년 3월 14일 조엘은 5살 나이로 세상을 떠납니다. 그럼 이 이야기를 스토리를 한번 진행해 보겠습니다. 실화라는 내용만 생각해 주시면 좀 많이 슬픈 게임이라고 하네요.
Don't touch the birds. No. Don't touch the birds. No, they're gross. Yuck.
아이가 이걸 먹으라고 빵을 줬어요.
Did you see that one almost bit him? No. Hey. Careful. Here. Here's some more.
Oh, good job.
Come on.
Look, he's getting yours. Do you see him eating it?
Yeah.
Caleb, do you want some? Oh, guys, give Joel some bread.
Mom, he threw the whole piece.
Well, Isaac, you gotta give him little pieces. He doesn't understand. Here you go, Joel. Here's a piece. Okay, no, you throw it.
Joel's almost 5, right?
Yeah.
What? But he can't talk.
It's true.
Yeah.
You can talk.
Yeah, no.
Why can't Joel?
Well, Joel got sick right after he turned 1, and
Kind of slowed him down a little bit, buddy.
so he's just slower than most kids. I think eventually he'll catch up.
You think Joel will read?
Yeah, I think Joel will read eventually.
Well, Isaac, of course. He's just delayed. Because,
Yeah.
Joel's supposed to be a boy. But he's a baby. He's a boy.
Yep, he's a boy baby. That's just about right. You know, there's lots of things Joel isn't good at, but there's some things he is good at. What is he good at?
Eating, laughing.
Yeah.
We're good at making them laugh.
You are good at making him laugh. How do you make him laugh?
I fall down.
Yeah. It's really funny when you fall down.
He's good at showing us what he loves.
Yeah. What does Joel love? Wawa. In cups and bathtubs. And the warm wet tongues and the cool fur of Das. And maybe the sweet was of daily affection. And bye-byes. And blown kisses. And more. Oh, always more. His full list of words. So few words.
그림이 너무 예쁘죠? Is it time?
No, but very soon.
Do you think they know? Can they sense it?
None of them know.
No one ever realizes how short the time is. 엄마 아빠의 대화인 것 같죠? 고민이 많았겠어요. 아이들한테 어떻게 알려야 할까?
What is pain without a word for it? What is hope without a word for it? Who is God? What is joy?
They will with time.
Don't know that.
Who am I to him? Dada.
아빠를 다다라고 불렀었나 봐요.
Let's give Angel a kiss.
Give him a kiss.
Are you ready?
Kiss? Yeah. Kisses.
Set. Go. You say hi, Zoe. Now give Jill a kiss.
Do it
Okay,
again.
Joel. Ready?
Big kiss.
Set. Go.
Oh,
Give Joel a kiss.
Give him a kiss. Can you give Zoe a kiss? Zoe kisses.
Are you ready? Set. You say hi, Sam. Okay, Joel. Ready? Set. Go. Now give Joel a kiss.
Do it again. Big kiss.
Here comes Joel. Are you ready? Set. Go.
I used a little cup because that was better.
Ready? Set. Go. Okay, Joel. Ready?
I used a little cup. That was better.
Who's that? I was telling Caleb that Joel's doing really well. Yeah. He's been very peaceful all afternoon. Oh, yeah. Who's that? I was telling Caleb that Joel's doing really well. Yeah. He's been very peaceful all afternoon. Oh, yeah.
Hey babe, just got done at the doctor. Now they think that maybe he's throwing up all the time because he has acid reflux. So they gave me a medication and we can give it to Joel, and they said we have to give it at least 3 full days, but that if he's still throwing up after that we can come back. And I mentioned the head tilt thing again, even though they keep saying it's not related, but you always have to mention that one weird outlying thing. So I told them how his head was tilted to the right, but they still say that that's probably not related at all. So I guess we'll just give this a try, and I don't know, I'll tell you more about it when we get home.
Fear is cancer's preservative, cancer's embalming oil. And you, O accuser, are fear's oil salesman. You're a snake, a serpent, a dragon with snuffed out coal on his breath, molting, and talons broken from the struggle to free yourself of your own skin. Hey, do you want to rock? Okay, let's rock. There we go. Oh, shh, 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 shh.
Hey babe, I was just thinking, do you ever think maybe Joel can hear better than he's supposed to be able to? Because I know, like, it's supposed to be moderate to severe hearing loss, but sometimes, like today, he hears music playing before I do. So I saw him dancing, and I had to look around to hear that a song was playing. And I just don't, like, if his hearing loss is that bad, I can't imagine. I don't know, I just wonder about it. Anyway, call me later. Bye.
줘. Oh, hey, I just wanted to take a shower. Is that okay? Are you okay with Joel? Okay, thanks.
마지막 치료라고? 안 되는데. 마지막이면 안 되는데.
Hey honey, we're on our way home from the hospital now, so if you wanted to preheat the oven starting in about 30 minutes, that would work and we could throw on that lasagna. Do you know how they celebrate off-treatment day, like when kids are done with their treatments? I guess maybe you don't because you're not in the clinic as much as I am, but on someone's last day, they always bring them a cake and they sing happy off therapy day to you. Anyway, that happened today. I mean, it happens a lot, but today I cried. I just wanted that day so bad, you know? I just we're not ever gonna get that day. If he's better, we won't know that he's better. We don't get a day. Anyway, okay, call me if you can. There's probably traffic, so I could talk on my way home. All right, bye. before we can have some answers. Did anyone ask the doctor?
Okay, is it just the doctor on call, or is this our doctor? Well, because the on-call doctor is just a resident.
Is there a way we could talk to our doctor? It just seemed like yesterday in clinic they were going to let us go. I just want to know what the plan is.
Who canceled the treatment?
Isn't it dangerous for him not to get it? I thought he needed that.
I know you're just doing it for yourself. Can I just talk to the doctor?
여기선 아기가 있는데 아무것도 할 수가 없네. 선물을 줘야 되나? 여긴 왜 막혔어? 아기 두고 가나? 안 되는데. 장난감. 빨리 뭐라도 해줘.
Hey, it's you again. I love you, my friend.
나한테 얘기하는
This
거야?
is my favorite game. Do you see? Watch how it started. You touch it right here, then a big lion comes. Not a scary lion. It's so loud. I can roar just like him. Yeah, hear me roar. Why? Don't be afraid. You might want to cover your ears. Here comes the animals. Turtles is my favorite.
This terrible routine, watching you, waiting for you to wake, hoping you will never remember these days of illness and treatment. One day, I'll bring you here, show you your tiny handprints on the wall, and you'll be annoyed that we all think of you as some big miracle. Cancer will be such a small part of all you could grow to be. You will tire of hearing about it. You won't want to see the cards and notes I saved. And I won't mind at all. I'll hold the memories of this hard day. You just leave it behind.
나쁜 용이 너무 많은 사람들을 데려갔어. 왜 안 돼? 응?
Farmer Bill makes the pigs bacon for breakfast. Farmer Bill plays fetch with the pigs. Farmer Bill plays hide and seek with the cows. In the winter, Farmer Bill plays hockey on the pond with the ducks. Farmer Bill always wins, but the ducks perform mightily. The horses invented a new scripting language called Equiscript. The cows and the horses get together for cards at night.
순서가 있었구나.
You know what the horse's favorite chess piece is? That's right, a bishop. Farmer Bill separates the sheep from the goats. Sheep go to heaven. Goats go to town.
I'm sorry, guys. It's not good.
And there it is. They get it now.
They've always been
Sometimes I wish we could just leave them waiting a few more minutes, because once they get this news, their life never goes back to how it was before.
It's in the frontal cortex.
Those were their last
That's
normal
quite small at
minutes,
this point, but
and
unfortunately
they
the
didn't
size
even
isn't
know it.
terribly important.
I'm glad he's so good at this. He takes the losses so personally. Joel's looking good. He's been making progress, his weight is up. It's just hard to believe that we only made it halfway through chemotherapy. It was rough at first, but I really started to think that he was gonna make it.
Any recurrence means the chemotherapy has failed. This is a tragedy.
안 돼, 그렇게 말하지 마.
With an ATRT, as soon as you have a recurrence of any kind, it is fatal. It's only a matter of time before it spreads to several locations. We've already thrown all the chemotherapy we have at it. We can't continue to give him chemotherapy that we know it's resistant to, so there just aren't any treatment options that are curative.
I guess I'm going to cry after all because they love us. And they love Joel, and we're very good at managing the pain and masking symptoms at the end of life.
Oh, miracles are
How
scary.
long are we talking about?
A few weeks to maybe 4 months.
Science, it's simpler.
There's a lot to think about all day
Measurable.
today, but we're
I
going to
give
have
A
to
and
back Monday and
B
talk
and
about how you
subtract
feel.
C, and I get this result, and I can do something to control it. Or at least have the sense that I'm controlling it. But now all we have left is a miracle. And miracles are
We'll do a lumbar puncture.
fickle.
And talk to our radiation oncologist.
They don't always come, and we don't always know why. What if Joel's miracle doesn't come?
Well, the radiation could probably kill the tumor we see now.
I hope he lives.
Prevent it from causing
I've always
symptoms,
hoped.
but it would not keep more
But now I can't do anything but hope. Oh, radiation. At least we can do something. Hope doesn't require signing papers or driving to hospitals or holding Joel in my lap. Hope is for something someone else has to do for us. And when doctors can't, invisible Jesus must.
We're so sorry.
Oh, God, I do not want a replacement baby. If that was your plan, I am not on board. I don't want some new baby to help me move on. I would not have chosen it. Oh, God. Joel has to live, or I will not love this baby.
I'm sorry, guys. It's not good.
The MRI?
They've always been clear. Joel's had a recurrence of his tumor. Well, where is it? How big is it?
Well, it's in the frontal cortex, and it's quite small at this point, but unfortunately the size isn't terribly important. Any recurrence using chemotherapy is fatal. This is a tragedy. With an ATRT, as soon as you have a recurrence of any kind, it is only a matter of time before it spreads to several locations. We have already shown all the chemotherapy we have at it. We can't continue to give them chemotherapy that we know is resistant to. So there just aren't any treatment options that are curative.
How long are we talking about?
A few weeks to maybe 4 months. We've given you a lot to think about already today. But we're going to have you come back Monday, and we can talk about how you could treat.
이게 다 암세포인 거죠.
I have so many things stirring around in my spirit that I have to write to settle myself and find God's wisdom in the midst of chaos. I'm scared I won't be strong enough to face the things we might have to face in the coming weeks and months. But then I remember how much grace God gave us to walk out everything we've already faced. I've never felt completely overwhelmed, and I've never felt alone. So no matter what comes next, and I truly cannot even begin to guess how this will go, I know we will be carried. I want to shout out, look what God is about to do. Watch how he delivers Joel. And at the same time, I want to roll up in a silent ball and wait it out with fear and trembling, so aware of all my doubt, but yet convinced that my doubt is insignificant compared to God's faithfulness.
Guys, are you ready for bed?
Joel, lay down. Okay. Should we do a song?
Sure.
Okay, big boys, why don't you come in here and we'll sing the littles a lullaby.
I'm tired.
I know, it's bedtime. Ugh, okay. Elijah, lay down.
Babe, did you even check in his mouth?
Joel, no.
Joel has chicken stuck in his cheeks from dinner.
Get it out, that is so disgusting.
Been in there for the last 2 hours.
Oh.
Okay, hold on, I'm trying. Joel, ouch!
Did he just bite you?
I think he like just put too much in his mouth so he can't swallow.
He was just saving it for later, babe. Like he needed a midnight snack.
Hey, the little chipmunk.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
A bigger version.
A big version of a little chipmunk. Do you guys remember when he couldn't even eat any solids and because he couldn't swallow? Do you remember that from the surgery? How it hurt his ability to swallow, so we had to give him bottles?
Yeah, I remember one time we had pizza, so he chewed it all up and then spat out everywhere.
So nice.
What?
So, how long will we be in California?
I don't actually know. That's kind of why we're packing up everything. It's because if the trial works really well, then maybe we'll stay in California for a really long time. Like as long as it keeps helping Joel, then we want to stay and do the best we can for him and stay there where he's getting help. But if the medicine starts to not work, as soon as it's not helping him, I promise we'll come back home.
Are we going to Disneyland?
Yeah, of course. What do you think, Caleb? You okay with leaving for so long?
I'm kind of excited, but I'm kind of not. I mean, I think it'll be fun.
Oh, her expectation is so maddening sometimes. Do you know what she wrote on the eve of Joel's first surgery? The one back in January when we first found the tumor. I seriously feel like a kid on Christmas Eve. I'm pleading for God to spare his life, and I'm tempted to despair because self-inspection leads me to conclude I shouldn't expect much of anything. And yet my wife is expecting a surprise party from the Lord, replete with presents and supernatural miracles. I envy her.
Hop in bed, boys. Let's go.
Boys, get in bed.
Oh, can you at least tell us a story?
Sure.
Okay. This is the story of a very brave knight named Joel.
Joel the baby knight?
Yes, Joel the baby knight, but he's also Joel the very brave knight. He was being chased by a dragon named Cancer.
Because of his tumor?
Mm-hmm.
Where does the dragon live?
In a forest.
Is the dragon big?
Very big.
Does the dragon breathe fire?
Much fire, you guys.
So, Joel has armor, like a sword and a shield and stuff? Ooh, or maybe a spear?
Yeah, that sounds good. So brave Sir Joel with his sword and his shield and his awesome spear and his super jumping ability was being chased by a dragon named Cancer.
What other superpowers does he have?
He also has grace.
That's not a superpower.
It's the best superpower.
Do you guys know what grace means?
Yeah, it's kind of like help.
Yeah, it's kind of like help. You know, and he's not the only one who's ever tried to fight this dragon. Some very brave knights have fought this dragon and lost. And some are able to drive the dragon off, and they can go home, and they can quit fighting for a while. And the kingdom is safe.
Joel's been fighting this dragon for a long time, huh?
A long time.
But Joel found a nice empty cave where he could rest. And it seemed like the dragon couldn't find him. But just when he thought that the danger was past, the dragon found his hiding spot and came after him in the cave.
That dragon's going to kill Joel. Joel's going to lose.
Why do you say that?
Because Joel is just a baby. Babies can't kill dragons.
You're right. A baby can't kill a dragon. But that's the best part of the story. God fights for Joel. So he fights that dragon Cancer right with Joel. And we know that God can win even if Joel can't. That's grace.
Tim from Church Mom, he died from cancer. Wasn't God fighting for him? Didn't he have grace?
Of course, God fought for Tim too. Tim fought so well. He was so brave, so strong. God let him rest. It may have seemed like the dragon won because Tim died. We know that Tim's in heaven, that he's with God, that God is so proud of him. So maybe for Tim, getting to be done fighting was Ryan, get in the boat.
I can't.
You have to. You'll drown.
We're already drowning. How can you sit there like that?
Despair doesn't help anything.
Neither does false hope. And I'm not despairing.
How can you say false hope? You're drowning.
Well, you're missing your oars. And you don't even know where you're going. And yet you're so sure you're gonna get there.
It's better than drowning.
Well, enjoy floating on the surface like you always do.
There's nothing deep about drowning. Just get in the boat.
You have to let me feel this. Someone has to.
That's not fair. I love him as much as you do. I just really believe we're going to be okay.
싸우지 마.
Huh. The sunset looks pretty from here. The orange glow cast on the wall. Better than the muted colors of this hospital. I wonder why they choose blues and greens. They, the ones who choose the colors that heal. Green for life. Blue. For comfort. Purple stripes to hide the stains. This chair is too small and sticks to my skin. I hate vinyl. Blue, purple. The ocean, maybe? No, under the ocean. Silent, warm, and salty, like tears. He won't stop crying. I don't blame him. He feels miserable. I hate that we're here. I hate that he's sick. I just want him to feel better. It's okay, Jolie. Shh. Oh, don't throw your head, buddy. Don't. Here we go. Bouncing around. Do you like that? Oh, I love your giggle. Bounce around. Is that funny? A bounce, a bounce, a bounce, bounce, bounce. Oh, he won't stop crying. Hungry. I wonder if he's hungry. He's screaming louder. Buddy, don't you want juice? He hits the box. I don't catch it. He drinks it greedily. Big, deep gulps. Okay, Jolie, that's enough. Breathe, kiddo. And he does. And I wipe his face of snot and tears and juice. And then he vomits. And I catch it. I always catch it. I know you're thirsty, buddy, but you'll throw it up. No, don't grab too hard. You'll squirt all the juice out. Here, let me have it. It's so late, Joel. Lay down. I can't hold you. I can't make you feel better. Shh. Shh. Okay, buddy, okay. I'll hold you. Shh. Oh, Joel Bug. You look so miserable. No! Don't hit your head on the bars, Joel. Joel! I know you're mad. Please stop. Please. Stop. I shake. I weep. I pray. I plead. I need peace. I am empty. You are. I don't know all that you are. You are there. I want you here. I want you to call my son. I cannot. And you've brought us this far. He's still here, not dead, not there, with you. Oh God, I want him here with me. Please. Peace. He sleeps. Thank you. There's a story in the Bible where Jesus and his disciples are on a boat. And a furious storm hits the sea, and everyone thinks they're gonna die. And where do you think Jesus is? Rowing alongside them? No. He's asleep in the back of the boat. So his disciples are freaking out and wake him up, and they say, "Don't you care if we drown?" So Jesus gets up and he says to the storm, "Quiet, be still." And the sea becomes completely calm. Then he asks his disciples why they are so scared. and if they have any faith at all. Like he was frustrated with them. Because even though Jesus said, let's go to the other side of the lake, his disciples thought he was going to just let them die.
Oh, we're in Nevada. We're in Nevada. We're in Nevada. We're in California.
So, now that we're in California, how much longer to San Francisco?
About 3.5 hours, bud.
Oh.
Well, it's 10 a.m. now, so that means you guys can grab one more item from your road trip bags.
And it's my turn to be the king.
Oh, Elijah, it's okay. You were a very good, noble, just, and true king. But now we have to do it, I suppose.
My first edict as king is we dance like monkeys for 30 minutes.
Maybe like 5 minutes?
Nope, nope. He said 30. We must do what he says.
Someone make Elijah the king.
Monkey tickles. There's monkey tickles.
My second edict as king is Elijah gets to be the king. Just kidding.
Good joke, King Isaac. What's the matter, Elijah? Was that too loud for you? Oh, I'm sorry, kiddo. You were too loud, monkeys.
Oh, when Jesus loves
So will Joel die? Everyone does eventually, I suppose.
So much. Oh, he loves Joel. The Bible tells me so.
But more than that, if he does die, will Jesus even care? Will he weep for him as he did for Lazarus? Will he weep for me? I think greater than my fear of death is that of insignificance. Or rather, my default assumption is that my thoughts and passions and loves and the stuff of my being are insignificant. How could the creator of all that is and ever was love my son as he did Lazarus? And could my soul stranded on this blue raft awash in a sea of stars, ice, and dust matter enough to him to turn his hand in mercy? Even while Jesus wept for Lazarus. 5 minutes later, he raised Lazarus from the dead.
I'm sorry. I should have known we'd both end up in the same place. We always do. It just scares me every time. I just really believe he'll be healed. I know you believe too, just when you act like that, I get all unsure.
I don't know that.
What do you mean?
I just hope that. I don't know. pray with all the strength and all the faith that is in us, Lord. There is no time left for this child on this earth. And God, so we come to you, Lord, with faith of little children, with faith as small as a mustard seed. And Lord, we speak in the name of Jesus. Oh my God. We pray with all the strength, with all the faith that is in us, Lord. There is no time left for this child on this earth. And God, so we come to you, Lord, with faith of little children, with faith as small as a mustard seed. And Lord, we speak in the name of Jesus. Oh my God, let this child's soul come back to him.
He was not in the earthquake. He was not in the fire. He was here in a gentle whisper. He was not in the wind. He was not in the earthquake. He was not in the fire. He was here in a gentle whisper.
So here we are, and the air is emptier without his laugh, and yet our hearts are still full, though with a different drink. And this ride we've been on for so long is silent, and so also the Lord. And so we sit here in this new silence, and long for the music to start again, and for the disc to spin again, even if it means going round and round for many more years. For at least we would be moving, and Joel would be laughing here on earth, but not only in heaven. But in this space, I sense his silence is only because he is drawing his breath. And now we know love and longing, empty and full, all in one moment. And I am grateful that we loved him well, and that we miss him well. And I hope that in the Lord's next breath, he will whisper his love song to you, his beloved, and that you will know him differently and more deeply. But now, you grieve in silence, yet not without his presence.
I remember you. You made it too. I'm glad you're here. I love it here. I bet you have liked it too. Look at all of these pancakes. Did you ever see pancakes like this? They're big as me. A big one is for me, a little one is for my dog. I always wanted a dog, and now I got one. I even got to name it Manju. Whoa, Bubbles? I love bubbles. Look, I can touch one. I want more bubbles. I love the bubbles. Do you see a rainbow in a pebble? Manju's out to catch a bubble. He likes to bite him. Come here, Manju. Have another pancake. I can eat wherever I want. I never fall. These are the best pancakes I ever had. I love them.
이분들은 이 게임을 제작하기 위해 후원해주신 분들인 것 같아요. 영상이 너무 슬퍼서 바라보는 것밖엔 할 수 있는 게 없었네요. 지금까지 시청해주셔서 너무 감사합니다. 힐링이 필요할 때 힐피였습니다.